Where are we?
Well, we're standing in the middle of my spaceship called Xanadu, and we're just hanging out a little outside of Earth's atmosphere.
Of course we are. What can we do here?
Well, we could do all kinds of things here. For example, we could take my ego blaster and shoot all kinds of cool stuff in the ship.
Whoa! Stop that! Is this the metaverse? I'm on a mission to decode the technological innovations transforming our world, starting with the Metaverse. A library full of books seems like an unusual place to start this journey, but there's one book I have to take a look at. The term Metaverse was first used 3 decades ago in this novel Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. He wrote about a dystopian future where people used VR headsets to escape to an alternative reality. You invented the metaverse. Break that down for me. Why did you pick that?
I thought it sounded cool. Meta, was starting to come into its own as kind of a hip prefix for things. It just means beyond. And so I just rammed it together with universe, and here we are.
Since its inception, this idea has been imagined, reimagined many times over in Hollywood and gaming. Now, people and companies around the globe are building new worlds ranging from computer-generated environments to immersive experiences inside virtual reality.
Wow!
But what exactly is the metaverse? 30 years on, our understanding of the word is still up for debate.
You're going to hear a different definition depending on who you're talking to and what they would like to see happen. Right now, it's at that stage where people are kind of pouring their hopes and dreams and ambitions into it.
The world's largest social media company is doing just that.
All right, perfect.
In 2021, Facebook changed its name to Meta, bringing the concept into the mainstream. Andrew Bosworth is the company's Chief Technology Officer. He's leading the charge in all things metaverse. I've come to meet him at the company's Middle East headquarters, virtually, of course.
Here, it's your device. You can use the straps to just fit it onto your head.
As is true for most metaverse platforms, I first have to create an avatar, a digital representation of myself. It's not every day I get an option to have facial hair. Perhaps I should go without. This is if I was dressing up like my mother. Here we've got some suits. Okay, let's go for yellow. Ta-da! With my avatar finished, I'm ready for the metaverse. Andrew Bosworth, or is it Boz?
Either is fine. I do respond to both those names.
Great. Do we shake hands? How does this work?
We can do a high five.
Oh, we can. That's amazing. Where are we? Where have you taken me?
We are in workrooms, one of the many kind of lovely environments. Yeah, it feels very Greek to me.
What is the metaverse? How do you define it?
Yeah, we think of the metaverse as the next evolution of the internet. This rich environment where you have a real sense of place and a real sense of presence with other people. And it feels more like we're together. The metaverse is the next big bet that we believe is going to be a huge part of human life.
And they are betting big. Last year, they invested $10 billion into this new venture. That has some people worried about the influence they could have over the space. In terms of trust, of course, Meta has lost a fair bit in recent years. Security concerns, data concerns. Should you be trusted with the metaverse?
Nobody is more focused on this problem than Meta is. For us to come to the metaverse and be building it from the ground up with lots of other companies, with all the benefit of the knowledge we've gained over the last 5 or 6 years, especially as consumers have changed their opinions on privacy. That's a really powerful place to start.
Meta may be a new player in the field, but there are other platforms like Second Life that have been working in this space much longer. Its founder, Philip Rosedale, has been pondering the question of privacy since its inception.
The most dangerous thing you could do in a metaverse is to enable surveillance and behavioral tracking and targeting and advertisement in the way that we've seen in social media.
Second Life launched in 2003, during the early years of social media.
The idea of social media advertising hadn't even been done yet. We couldn't record any information about the people that were using the system.
Instead of making money from advertisements and user data, Second Life generates revenue through the sale of virtual goods and services. To experience this economy firsthand, Philip's taking me shopping.
So come on in with me. You can see this is a place with pets.
Oh, you've done your research.
So let's go and have a look.
This store is called Res Room. It's one of thousands of shops that exist within Second Life. Here I can buy anything from dogs and cats to unicorns, even Cerberus, the mythological three-headed dog.
That's if you want to set a more stern and unfriendly feeling to those around you.
Gatekeeper to hell doesn't leap out to me as a sort of domestic pet. There's a lion.
There's a huge lion. This is terrifying.
Not gonna lie, I might buy a lion. Ka-ching!
Last year, Second Life says they had 345 million transactions of virtual goods, real estate, and services.
Do these people then earn real money?
They certainly do. So the economy of Second Life today is really quite large. Second Life's GDP is about $650 million a year. And within that large economy, there are thousands of people here in Second Life whose real life living is made by the work that they do here. There's your lion.
This is amazing.
With my lion in tow, I'm off to see what else the metaverse can offer.
I've lost you. You're flying around in the world like Iron Man.
Bye, Philip.
By 2026, it's estimated that a quarter of us will spend at least 1 hour a day in the metaverse for shopping, education, entertainment, and work. I'm on my way to meet some of the people who make a living building these virtual worlds. To make the most of this experience, I'm gearing up in haptic technology. This is called the Tesla suit, no relation to the car. It provides a more realistic sensory experience by using electromuscle stimulation. The makers behind this device have partnered with Somnium Space, an immersive world that can be accessed by both computer and virtual reality. The first person to greet me here is Artur Sitchov. He founded the platform in 2017.
So Artur, are you wearing a haptic suit like me right now?
I am. I'm wearing the Tesla suit.
How different is the experience?
Tesla suit, I can feel the environment, so if it starts raining or snowing or I'm flying or I'm teleporting or someone shoots at me or touches me, that's what I'll feel it for real.
In addition to haptic compatibility, Artur says Somnium's unique because users have the freedom to develop their own worlds, ultimately creating an infinite landscape. The first world we visit features a chessboard, a jukebox, and a dance floor. Here, Artur introduces me to Eric and Nicole Stack, a married couple known in Somnium by their avatar names, The Real Cyberpunk and Crazy Nikki.
Anna, I'm telling you, better than any club.
I'm enjoying it in the metaverse. I'm probably going to find this excruciatingly embarrassing to watch it in real life.
Eric's been developing and building in Somnium for more than a year.
Eric, this is your creation. Wow, look at it.
And see, it even changes colors.
He says he designed and sold 20 of these vehicles in 2021. The money he made from those sales was so appealing that he decided to quit his job and work full-time in the metaverse.
Do you mind me asking, how much do you earn? Is it as much as your old job?
I can tell you it was, honestly, last year it was 3 times the salary of my normal job.
3 times the salary? I would love to actually have a go in one of your cars. Should we do it?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Like Eric, more people are predicted to work in these virtual environments. In Dubai alone, the government hopes to support more than 40,000 metaverse jobs by 2030.
No.
Oh, I just crashed Eric's car. This is embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I crashed your car.
No.
Bye, everyone. See ya.
See ya.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, it's really hard coming back to reality.
All this time spent in VR begs the question, what psychological impact will this have on us? As a futurist and editor of a book on digital ethics, Dr. Jane Thomason has dedicated the last couple of years of her life to researching the metaverse.
Jane, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, I think this might be the perfect antidote to being very immersed in virtual reality.
She's taking me to an area inside the museum called Al-Waha, a space meant to give visitors a break from digital life.
After hours of virtual reality, all I actually want to do is just lie down and close my eyes.
It's like you're in an ethereal space being transported off into the heavens.
Do you think it is healthy for people to spend all their time online or in the metaverse?
Well, the research says no. I mean, we are human beings. We need to interact, we need to eat. The real life and the digital need to be integrated in a way that's healthy for you. Other kinds of issues are obviously around privacy and security, consumer protection. Should children be allowed in the metaverse?
Jane says the answer to these problems will have to be addressed by governments, but that won't be easy.
Typically, regulation have been done on a jurisdiction by jurisdiction basis, and yet some of these metaverses will be multi-jurisdictional and even virtual in that they don't have any particular geography that is their home.
Will the metaverse ever be able to recreate this feeling, relaxation?
I think so. It's already being used for treatment of anxiety and mental health.
This is a great experience. I could fall asleep though.
Do you think they could just let everyone else go and we can stay here for the day?
Spotty.
From Somnium Space to Second Life, there are many worlds currently being built in the metaverse. I've explored a few of them where people gather to work, to play, and even to build. By 2030, it's estimated that the metaverse could generate $4 to $5 trillion. One area garnering a lot of attention is real estate, but not your regular bricks and mortar, it's all digital.
This week, a digital plot of land in a platform called Sandbox sold for $4.3 million.
Investors continue to shell out small fortunes to buy digital assets.
Here in Decentraland, a property sold for $2.4 million in 2021. Meeting me at the platform's trade center is Sam Huber, the CEO of LandVault. His company buys, builds, and rents out property to brands in the metaverse.
Sam, thank you so much for joining us. So this is where I could buy myself some real estate.
This is the in-world marketplace.
This is the cheapest property I can buy today. It's around $3,000.
Are you sure this isn't just a property bubble that is going to pop?
On a short-term basis, there's tons of hype, I know that. But that is not what I'm interested in. I see this as a very long-term investment. We'll see if it pays off.
Sam says LandVault owns hundreds of real estate plots in more than a dozen worlds. Some of those plots, he says he even rented out for upwards of $60,000 a month to big brands and corporations.
Do brands really know, though, what the value is yet in the metaverse? Are they wasting their money investing in a space they maybe don't fully understand yet?
No, definitely not. I mean, you know, history has proven that being early, testing and learning is definitely a way to capture a disproportionate advantage.
Global businesses like Samsung and Adidas, to name a couple, say they've already invested in virtual land, building experiences to engage with the estimated 2 billion people who will access the metaverse daily by 2026.
You need to start speaking the language of those people who were basically born with the internet. They are metaverse, native. They are the citizens of the metaverse, and brands today need to start understanding that. Otherwise, they are the big risk of becoming irrelevant.
There are businesses here in Dubai that are heeding Sam's advice, like Ali Sajwani's company, Damak.
This is our latest sales center, 63rd floor of Econ City.
They say they're the largest private property developer in the Middle East. For Ali, the metaverse is an opportunity to help boost sales of his physical properties around the world. Damak says they will invest up to $100 million to build their own digital city.
What a beautiful apartment.
It's not too shabby, is it?
Ali, when I buy a property, and I have before, I like to touch it. I'm nosy. I want to look in all the drawers. Oh, look, we have cutlery, good to go. So why would anyone buy a property that they can only see on a screen?
So what we're doing is quite unique. We're building the virtual properties to enable you to buy the real property, to let you get a feel of what it would be like to own the real asset.
When a customer buys an apartment or home from Damak, they'll receive the digital version of it as well.
You can interact with your neighbors. You can meet with them online. We'll have some online games. So we're creating a sense of community, in essence.
Physical or virtual, that community comes at a price.
The penthouse is over $30 million US.
$30 million US. Can I just have the virtual version?
Just because you know me.
On my journey to decode the metaverse, every virtual world I visited has had a different avatar, each with their own unique qualities.
Check, check. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
But Cory Strassburger's avatar Blue has to be the most realistic I've seen so far.
Blue test 01.
What's going on, everybody? So I got my alter ego finished.
Cory is a virtual effects artist who vlogs about Blue's adventures on his YouTube show Xanadu.
This isn't a metaverse. It's like a little tiny meta bubble.
He's building this world using Unreal Engine, a software tool built by Epic Games, the same company behind online game Fortnite. To get a sense of where these virtual worlds could head to in the future, I've been invited to join him on his virtual spaceship. But first, I'll need to upgrade my look.
So we need to get you in position, so if you just stand here with your feet on those lines, that's perfect.
No expression, looking at the dot.
James Busby's company, 1024, creates digital copies of people for movie studios and gaming companies, with products like Halo and Pirates of the Caribbean. James says he's scanned more than 3,000 people.
Okay, so if you're ready, 3, 2, 1. That's it, all done. Yep,
that was
that's
it. Okay, let's go see how it looks.
There you are. It's a 3D version of you.
Oh my goodness.
His goal is to create a database of avatars for future users.
What will happen is AI will come to a point where you can take a photograph of yourself, it'll look at a library like ours, and then it'll draw in the bits that look like you, and from that photograph it'll create you as an avatar.
Oh, goodness.
Make them a bit bigger.
Oh yeah, that's a...
Yeah.
That's really scary, make it go back.
Oh, it's stuck now.
You have too much power.
Once complete, my new avatar is ready to meet Cory Strassburger's alter ego, Blue.
It is really realistic. I mean, it is exactly like me, I'd say, other than the hair, which looks like I've been pulled through a hedge backwards.
So that I can control my avatar in real time, I'm getting suited up in state-of-the-art motion capture technology. Bodysuit, gloves, face tracking, the works. Meanwhile, in Xanadu, Blue is giving my avatar a much-needed makeover.
That's more like it.
Cory! Or is it Blue? Forgive me, I'm not sure which person I'm speaking to right now.
Anna, it's whichever one you want to talk to.
Because right now, I'm both Cory and Blue.
We both have the iPhone. Mine's staring right up my nose right now. Walk me through what this is doing.
So the iPhone is basically capturing all your facial expressions.
Which is driving your virtual character. So whatever, eye blink, smiles, and then the head movement is being captured with the optical setup that you have for your body.
I mean, how good is it? Can it mimic any expression?
Yeah, let's try it out.
Right now, VR headsets aren't advanced enough to track our facial features, which is why we're using these iPhones instead.
Can you do ninja kicks?
Yeah.
Give me your best.
But Cory thinks technology will soon change that.
You might have me beat, actually. I'm a little rusty.
How many years till I can do this in my bedroom?
Well, I'm seeing AI, artificial intelligence, doing amazing things recently that are changing my perception of how long some of this is going to take. In the not too distant future, people at home will be able to do similar body capture using just a webcam. And the VR headset will capture their face.
Despite different definitions of what the metaverse is, if the technology advances, like Cory believes, then one thing is clear. It will significantly change our lives. How we interact.
That idea of connecting people together on the internet live is the most powerful idea that we're all trying to understand and get to with the metaverse.
How we work.
It's just a blessing to be in a time where you can actually do stuff like that. Creating something I love and make money with it.
And how we socialize in the future.
It's that opportunity to be unburdened by the physics that are so limiting as we go about our business in our daily lives. That is the type of thing that doesn't just change individual lives, that changes society.
So, what do you think?
Pretty meta, dude.
I like flying, but swimming is harder in the metaverse.